Hi, welcome back everyone. Today I'm going to discuss an interesting case of Ortner syndrome or cardiovocal syndrome. A 48-year-old male presented with change in voice since 1 month. He visited ENT specialist with clinical diagnosis of left vocal cord palsy with no obvious mass lesions on laryngoscopy. So a routine chest radiograph was performed. This is the PA view of chest radiograph. You can see a large radio opaque lesion with broad base towards the mediastinum in the left upper and mid zones with convexity towards the lung, which is highly suggestive of a mediastinal mass. Hence, for further evaluation of the mass, CT chest was performed. This is the contrast axial CECT chest, which showed a well-defined hypodense non-enhancing lesion, which is in continuity with the aortic arch, and you can see the bulging of the contrast within the aortic arch slightly protruding into the lesion. And here you can see the axial section at the level of glottis. You can see the normal right vocal cord, and you can see the medialization of left vocal cord, which has become straightened. So this is a case of large saccular aneurysm of aortic arch, which is causing compression of left laryngeal nerve, which usually passes at this location. This is a normal representation of left recurrent laryngeal nerve, which gets compressed when there are lesions at this level, leading to vocal cord palsy. This is called as Ortner's syndrome. So the important point to remember here is the recurrent laryngeal nerve, that is especially the left recurrent laryngeal nerve and its course, which arises from the left vagus nerve, which enters into the neck while passing, which hooks around the aortic arch and then enters into the tracheoesophageal groove, and then supplies the intrinsic muscles of the left vocal cord. So the important points about Ortner syndrome: hoarseness of voice due to recurrent laryngeal nerve palsy caused by the cardiovascular structures is called as Ortner syndrome, also called as cardiovocal syndrome. Left recurrent laryngeal nerve is longer and hooks around the aortic arch before it enters into the neck, and it's more this nerve is more prone to injury or compression or invasion by the malignant masses due to the long anatomical course. Early recognition of cause of left recurrent laryngeal nerve palsy is important because the reversibility of the nerve damage depends upon the duration of the injury, and imaging plays a major role in idiopathic cases of vocal cord palsy as described in this case. Thank you very much.